You really don't know how important it is to diversify until something happens and you realize that you've been putting all your eggs into one basket. In life, in business, in anything that you do, it's so important to diversify. It's so important to be ready for things that can happen in business. Um, that's why I'm happy that I have my embroidery that I can fall back on in case anything happens. I'm happy to have white toner that I can fall back on in case anything happens. I'm happy to have DTG to fall back on in case anything happens. And when you're running a printing and embroidery business, anything can happen. Machines go down. It's part of business. It's part of life. You know, these machines require maintenance, and they're just like your car, right? Your car, you bought your car brand new, and in a couple months you can have a recall. You never know when you can get a flat. You never know, if you skip a couple oil changes. So, the gaskets go bad. Next thing you know, you need some new gaskets. You need some rotors because you took too long to change your brakes. You need your electrical lighter, your cigarette lighter went out. There's all types of things that can go wrong mechanically, and with these new cars, electrical work. It's the same thing with these machines and in your business. I don't care what kind of business that you're running, even if it's like a person-to-person business when you're talking to somebody, talking to people, anything can go wrong, and you want to be prepared. You want to prepare yourself in your business so that you can kind of be bulletproof, but you're never really going to be bulletproof. But you want to prepare yourself so that you're not, going to crash and burn when something and if something happens. So I don't want to put that kind of karma on you guys. If something happens, you definitely want to be prepared. If you are a customer of mine, please bear with me. Please be patient with me. I am crippled, and it's nothing that I have control over. I don't have any control over this. You guys know I always keep it real with you guys. I always, tell you guys everything that's going on. And this is one of those things where it's something that we can both learn together. We can all learn from. Never put your eggs in one basket because you never know what might happen in your life or in business, right? So with that being said, guys, my DTF printer is down. Yes, it's down. And the good news is, I am 100% confident. Well, I'm not 100% confident. I'm like 90% confident that I'll be back up and running by sometime next week. I'll have my part maybe by Friday. But Ricoma's been working with me very, very, moderately good to get the part that I need or figure out what the issue was. We did some FaceTime calls, and we brought it down to one thing, and I have no idea how that happened. A piece on the inside is compromised, and they're sending me another one so I can swap it out. And I hope I'm confident that will be the only that'll fix the issue, and I'll be up and running again. But the thing is, when this gets fixed, this was a big eye opener for me, and that's why I had to make this video about this. I'm trying to fold this thin enough so I can go back in this bag nicely. Big eye-opening experience for me because it lets me know that now more than ever, I absolutely have to. It is imperative that I get somebody else in here to run that machine, because the truth be told, the reason why everybody is raving about DTF and the reason why all these businesses are offering DTFs and all these individuals are buying DTF printers to start their business is because DTF printing is very, very easy when your printer's working, right? It's very, very easy, and you can make a lot of money really fast because of how labor intensive it is not. All right, so that's the whole thing behind DTF. It's not that labor intensive, and you get great results when you transfer a shirt. When you put a transfer, when you heat press a transfer onto a shirt. So with that being said, that's why everybody's involved, and that's the reason why more than ever I absolutely have to get somebody in here to run that machine, so that I can focus on the other machines and keeping those machines running and profitable. My embroidery stuff was pumping, and I slowed down because I was spending a lot of time handling DTF orders, and even when I didn't have a lot of orders coming in, I was still focusing on making DTF prints so that I can advertise to sell those prints. But what I haven't been advertising is my embroidery stuff, and the embroidery stuff has been doing great before I had DTF machines. So I can't do both. I can't do both, and this is a valuable lesson that you guys can learn from in your businesses, because you're going to get to a point where, especially if you want to diversify, especially if you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, you're going to get to a point where you can't do everything by yourself, and you absolutely have to, in order to grow, in order to make more money, in order to stay profitable. That's the main thing. In order to stay profitable, you have to get somebody else in here so that you can do so that your business can do more than one thing. And that's the reason why, as soon as this is back up and running, it's easy to do. I have to get somebody in here to train them on the machine. It's going to be easy to train them so that they can come in here maybe 2 days a week and do my DTF orders for me, and I'll only mail out on certain days. I'll only mail DTFs on certain days, because other than that, like I can't do the same day mailing anymore, because I can't have somebody in here every single day, 7 days a week, like I was sometimes, to do these DTF orders, because it doesn't make sense financially for the business to have somebody in here 5 to 7 days a week. I only need them really 2, maybe 3 times a week, and especially when I'm out of town, to get on that printer and get the printing. And when I'm in the shop, I don't even want to touch this thing. Not that I don't enjoy using it, I don't want to touch it, because I want my embroidery machines to be running. I want to be doing white toner videos, I want to be doing white toner printer stuff, I want to be playing with my screen printing stuff, I want to be doing DTG orders and stuff like that, and I can't do it if I have DTF orders. As fast as this thing prints, you still feel you feel very accomplished when you knock out a bunch of orders, and you're like, okay, well, that's enough for today. And the reality is, if you want your business to grow, that's not enough for today. You need to be doing other stuff, and in order to be doing other stuff simultaneously, you need for it to be more than just yourself. So I hope you guys are learning from my experience, and I hope you guys will bear with me. If you are somebody that ordered from me, I'll be back. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the last few days, I felt defeated, but that's part of business. It's part of business. It's part of business, because not everybody's not built for this. Everybody's not. When things go wrong, people bounce back differently, and I'm thankful that I have other machines that I can use to offer different services, but I need to be offering multiple services and be able to produce when I get those service orders at the same time, and that's what I can't do by myself. So you can't do it all by yourself. It's impossible, and I'm glad this happened, because I already knew, and you guys know that I already knew, but this really sealed the deal, and I really have to push the effort a little bit further, because sometimes you can get really comfortable, especially when you have multiple streams, and you got rental property, you got a little bit of YouTube income, which is not that big anymore. You got, orders coming in left and right, but not as much as you want it to be, but you're focused on this thing instead of focusing on multiple things. You can't do it all by yourself. So, like I said, I hope you guys can learn from this, and what you should take out of this is things are going to happen in life and in business, and it's not about the setback. It's about to get back. It's not about you know, where you're at now. It's about your reaction to those things that happen, and how you set yourself up so that when things do happen, you know, you don't have to panic, and you're in a good space where you got other things going on. You always have a backup. That's why I told you guys, white toner is a great compliment. Having a R2 as a backup DTF printer is a great compliment. That's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into that. Thankful that I have my DTF printer, my DTG printers. DTG printers is like, they're kind of like, to me, the DTGs are kind of like becoming like the white toner. They're like working really, really well, and I'm just happy to have other things that I can do, because some people don't have those other things, right? So think about that. Think about, you know, what I'm going through, and think about, try to like imagine if you were to go through the same thing and what you would do, and prepare yourself for that, so that in the event that that does happen, you'll be okay. All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Stick with me, guys. I'll be back. AlanLayway.com. Right now we're focused on embroidery, and I'm glad this happened because I got to focus on a system for ordering custom embroidery stuff, and focus on my brand again, and have somebody else do that stuff. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.